I'm really tired of, in order to get a job, I have to give my blood, my urine. I have to have a physical exam. I have to do everything possible every single time. Yet for no CEO or anybody in human resources or administration or board members do I get to see any of their medical records. And I'm a nurse, okay? But it gets old. It's always added on. And here's the thing. Why did I ever get the MMR vaccine? When in all reality, I've had to get it 4 or 5 times since then. Because, the test just happens to say, you're not immune anymore. Then why do we get them? I'm just tired of it. It's like such a violation, all for a job. Yet how many people will hire people that are illegal immigrants that don't have to do any of that? But to an American citizen, you do that? And it's been going on a long time. We just accept it, right? We just accept it. But I guarantee you, these hospital CEOs, they don't have to do any of that shit, do they? It's hard enough as a nurse. You can't get a raise because on the pyramid scale, and it is a pyramid scale, you have to meet all these requirements. And management is told we can't rate you at a 4 or 5. Even if a patient puts you in the newspaper because of how good a care you gave. Okay? No, we can't give you a 4 or 5 because that would give you more money. They're told not to. But they will infringe on your personal time. And then on top of that, I do travel because I don't want to do permanent. I'm sick of the hospital politics because all their politics is all political science. It's not evidence-based anymore. And because of Magnet, there's all these hoops you have to jump through and shared governance meetings. I'm sick of all of the bullshit. It's all bullshit. People just want to have a job and have their personal life. And yet, for some reason, the nursing board, the nursing profession altogether, and the associations along with these damn hospitals think we can infringe on your damn time along with the unions anytime we want. We will F with you whenever we want. That's what it feels like. Yeah, it feels like total harassment. It does. So to do travel, you have to go through this every single time. And it's like, is there not records that you people, we have computers now. Everything is digital. You can't just look you can't go, a nurse has a professional license on a website. You type in her name for the state she's in, you'll pull her up. You can't do that. You need me to actually send it to you each time. Like, what does human resources do? Because you make me do it all and then send it to you. Do you not ever keep any copies of this? I'm getting burnt out on it. So burnt out on it. Because it's such a violation. Think about it. It's always been a violation that they want to mandate nurses to take certain shots. Yet we're taught as nurses that our patients have a right to refuse. We have the 5 rights when we give an injection. And unless a patient is violent to themselves or others, they have a right to refuse. That's one of their rights. So the rights we go through as nurses, we're taught in nursing school, is do we have the right drug? Do we have the right patient? Do we have the right dose? Do we have the right right route? And have we given the patient the right to refuse? But we don't do that with nurses, right? No, you got to keep going and doing all this shit. I'm sorry, I'm getting because I'm so burnt out on it. It's so not right. These hospitals don't have a right to my medical records. And they use this bullshit that it's because, you work in healthcare. Yeah, that's how they brought it all in to begin with. We didn't used to have to do all this. I know most nurses don't remember that unless you're really older, but there was a time we did not have to go through all of this. And every year there's a new TB tester. There's a new way we're going to do it. There's a new way we're going to take blood from you or take urine, or we have to do, it gets old. It's a violation. What was the point of HIPAA? I should have a right to refuse all of that, which I do, and then they can say, well, we won't give you a job. That's discrimination as far as I'm concerned. It's discrimination. I shouldn't be forced to give over my medical records to you just to have a damn job. And we all go along with it because we've just accepted it. But none of it is right. It is not fair. Can't people see how it is a top-down system? I mean, I think we all know that. But it's the CEOs controlling the little guy while they're wanting to manipulate you and get you into some political agenda. I mean, it's all wrong. And for the damn nursing board and for the damn nursing credentialing center and Magnet and all of them to not stand up against the fact that we shouldn't have to do all of this. We should be allowed to say, no, I'm sorry, you are my employer. I'm not, you do not have a right to my medical records. Especially since the hospital, all of their computers constantly, they have phishing going on. They constantly get broken into. But what does that matter anymore? HIPAA? Oh, who cares? Like I said in another video, the hospital administrations, the board members, you know, the big wigs, the big important people, they can break HIPAA whenever they want. It's just us little people that can't. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And then on top of it, for travel nursing, you have to do what's called these Realis tests. And something's wrong with these tests. And there's something wrong with them. Because I know I've gotten them right, and then they kick back and say, oh, you have to do it again. And yet I have to do this on my own time. No, if the hospital or the employer needs to do that, for me to do this, then they should be paying me to do it. What did I go to school for? What did I get a nursing license for? What did I pass the nursing board for my state license, for you to just turn around and send me to test after test after test, all on my own time, and you don't pay me for it? It's a bullshit system.